Hey everybody, welcome to Addison Unleashed for Friday. Friday, Addison Unleashed. Woo woo. Today I'm kind of crazy, not bad, but just a little crazy. Um, so everything I had planned to do got kind of like thrown up in the air, yet I got a whole bunch of other stuff done. So it's been a good day, but kind of crazy. Even up to the point of like I tried to do this live stream, and I guess YouTube has changed their policies, and so I can't live stream from my phone. So I was supposed to do this live stream like a couple hours ago, but I was out and about, and um and I couldn't live stream from my phone. So it was like you have to be with your webcam. So I'm on my computer, which I hate. I do not. It's like not got the same vibe, but it is what it is. So I'm here for you guys. We're going to chat a little bit. But also, I another kind of thing that happened was today was that I was supposed to be on a date right now. I was supposed to be on a date. I had a date planned, and we've had this date planned for the last I think week or two. We've been kind of planning, and then we've had this date planned for last week or two, and he messaged me literally right before I was getting in the shower. Thankfully before I got all like super fancy. So I got to stay in my like just comfy spring dress and hair just in a pony in a braid. Didn't go and get all fancy today, but yeah, he had to cancel, and so I am just doing a kind of chill Friday night. It'll be nice. It will definitely be nice. So anyway, but earlier today on Facebook, I wrote an article called, I don't remember exactly what I titled it, but it was "Fuck Your Dreams the Way You Fuck Your Woman." And then I went into kind of a personal story of a romantic moment with a lover where we were having a great moment. I was like orgasmic. I had that orgasmic energy we talk about in sex that comes from like the tips of your toes all the way up to like the like ends of your hair. Like it was just a really beautiful moment. It had lots of energy flowing. I was in it. And I didn't even need to verbalize that he needed to keep going. And so we're going. I'm almost at my peak, and he kept going. And then as soon as he felt me hit my peak, he stopped. And I was like, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you right now. I'm gonna kill you like in like an hour. I'm gonna kill you right now, because how can you like just stop? But it actually got me really thinking. Hold on, the camera's at a funky angle. This is why I don't like my laptop. But it got me thinking about how we really do this with our dreams all the time. We do this in our sex all the time. It's actually super common. And people will be like, oh, well, no, I'm not scared of my sex. I don't run from my sex. But we actually all run from our sex at some point in our lives. And at certain different points, even just in our sexing with a certain person, because there comes a point where you're at that brink of like, do I go deeper? Do I dive deeper? Or do I pull back a little bit? And sometimes, especially, I notice this a lot in guys, when they get, that orgasmic, multi-orgasmic woman that really is turned on and really is embodied in her body and her sex, and isn't just like faking it. And when I say faking it, I mean like, I think there are a lot of women out there like, oh no, I'm so sexy. I love sex, but they're not really truly embodying it. They're not really allowing the energy to flow. We have a lot of masking of good sex going on in our world in general right now. But a lot of guys, they will when they get a woman who really does open and really does help them dive into that depth, there comes a point of that depth where they even get scared and they're like, I can't go here with her, and I can't go here in general, as far as them not being able to really dive into that next level of their own orgasm. And I think as women, a lot of times we'll pull back too, because there are times where it's like, that is almost too intense, too intense. That feels too intense. That feels too vulnerable. You know, it's too emotional. It's too emotional. I can't tell you how many times I've had like emotional orgasms. And sometimes I'm like, there have been times that I'm like, I should stop this. Should. But in the moment, I am shitting on myself. I'm like, I should stop. Like, this is too much. This is too much. But letting that release go, letting that vulnerability is a beautiful process. However, most of us don't do it in our sex. Most of us will hold that off. And we do this in our dreams, in our desires. We do the exact same freaking thing. And what do I mean by that? It's like we get to that edge. We have this beautiful edge that we're at. And we might even like peek over it, but we don't keep going. So just like my lover didn't keep going, he like got me there and then dropped me. If he had just allowed me to keep going, I would have actually probably hit another peak eventually. With just like not even eventually, a couple more minutes, I probably would have hit another peak if he had just kind of leaned in a little bit longer. We do this with our dreams, with our own goals in our own lives. What we end up doing is going, okay, well, I'm going to push. Things start going well. Yeah, well, things start going really well. And then we go, oh, that feels too intense. That's scary. That's actual success. That's actually us really pulling in what we desire and what we need into our lives. And then we go, holy crap. And we pull away. We end up pulling away, whether we consciously know it or not. We end up pulling away and we go, I'm not sure I can handle that. I'm not sure my ego can stand there. What about all these other things that I'm gonna have to lose or change or do if I get that? And on top of that, it's not even that we're getting like, we might get, so I would say even like that climax, like we're gonna kind of do like a metaphor here. The climax would be us getting what we desire. Okay, so we're manifesting a certain amount of money. So we want to manifest $10,000 this week. Okay. Like $10,000, that's what I'm going to manifest. So we get that and we go, okay, I'm done. So we either get lazy and go, okay, I'm done. I got it. I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. I'm good. And so we give up, or we go, holy crap, I did that. That means I can actually have more, but it scares the crap out of me. Consciously or unconsciously, these thoughts are happening, but it scares the crap out of me. And so what ends up happening is you drop it. You end up dropping the orgasm. You don't keep going. You don't ride the wave. So say you get the $10,000, instead of going, okay, I can get even more, and like keeping that momentum going, we end up closing it down. Or we focus in on like that $10,000, but in truth, if we just kept that same momentum going, we keep that same energy going, what could happen is we could have not just that financial, but our relationship that we've been desiring manifests. Our career that we were trying to manifest comes into play. Things start to come together at work. Whatever it is, that trip you really wanted, all of a sudden you win it. So these are the things, like you can pull all of this in, but the problem is we give up. We're like, we hit the climax and then we drop. Instead of just going like, no, I'm going to keep this momentum going, or we get tired. I can't tell you how many times usually my men don't tend to get tired. They don't. I tend to pick pretty good men that don't get too tired. But there have been times that I've been dating somebody and they're like, I'm tired, Addison, I'm tired. Which we all get tired in sex sometimes. But it's like that like I'm tired, so I'm just going to stop. I'm going to give up. I'm not going to keep working at it. I'm not. And we see this in the bedroom. And the reason I'm using a bedroom analogy, I know it's a little weird, is because what happens but our bedroom really, really completely mirrors our life. If we are giving up in the bedroom, if we are hitting the climax and then letting it go, if we're not continuing that energy going, if we're not recycling our energy in our sex, in our bedroom with our partner, then we're also not doing that in our relationship in general. We're not doing that in our career. If we're trying to pull more energy into our life, if we run into fear in the bedroom, it mirrors fear in our life at times. So they really do go hand in hand. And that's actually, I'm doing a workshop this weekend, and that's where I was kind of out and about. I had to go run and get a couple things for it, and then just some other errands. But that's kind of what we're going to be talking a ton about, is how our sex and our life are real mirrors. They truly are. And so that kind of process of how, like, really looking at this metaphor, I know it might be silly, and know it might be like, oh, okay, Addison's just talking about sex again, and tantra and all that. But it really is the truth that we get scared of our bliss. We get scared of our own pleasure. And so we end up pulling back from it. We end up not truly diving deeper. Or we think, I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of it. And we either put our own kind of stuff in the way. We end up manifesting kind of reverse things to go, oh, see, yeah, I told you it wouldn't last. I'm going to prove to myself right now that I'm not worthy of that, and kind of go into that. There's lots of different ways we do this. Or we actually do run away scared, and we go, nope, that's too much. And then we come up with all these excuses for why it's too much. Or we might do this unconsciously all the time. We do this unconsciously all the time. Most of us don't want to go like, oh yeah, I want to stop my pleasure. I want to stop my bliss. Like, yay. Like, no, nobody fucking does that. Like, that's stupid. Like, nobody does that. But well, I mean, I guess some people do that. And if they do that, then that's really not very smart of them. It's probably not very smart of them. But most of us do it unconsciously. And then there is this kind of like just getting lazy and like seeing something come in and then just not continuing to work hard. And I love the sex analogy here, is because, like, when you are having sex with a partner, there comes a point where, like, yeah, you have to go a little bit harder. You got to, like, work with your speed a little faster, or you might want to pull back a little bit, just a little bit. You're not dropping it. You're not stopping. You're just pulling back a little bit. Sometimes it's just like, but for the most part, our sex is just about kind of that not continual motion. That is wrong. That's not true. But it's like, most of the time, in order to get that climax, that orgasm, to keep the energy flowing, to really keep that energy flowing, we just have to keep fucking. We just have to keep going, and not necessarily working harder. So not going harder, not speeding up, but just keeping that momentum going and going and going and going. And then, yes, kind of working with the energy. So really being in tune with your life and your manifestations and everything happening, and going like, is this a point where I might need to pick up the pace a little bit? Is this a point where I might have to pull back just a hair, not stop, but just pull back a hair, slow down, speed up, a little more intense, a little less intense, kind of really feeling into it. And that is kind of my message today, is to fuck your dreams the way that you're in the bedroom. And actually, if you're not really great at keeping that orgasm going in the bedroom, then don't do that. Fix both of them. But it is this, like, don't drop off of the orgasm. Because actually you're not even dropping off the orgasm. You're just dropping off the climax. You're like hitting that peak and dropping off completely. And no part of that is fun. No part of that is fun. Like, I don't care if you're talking about the bedroom, with a dream, a goal, something you achieve. Like that's not fun. That's not fun. Like to hit your climax and then be done. Like, woo. Like that's not fun. Nobody wants that. So don't do that to yourself. Dreams. Keep that energy flowing. I'm not saying you need to not give yourself a break. I'm not saying that you need to hustle. So that is not where we're going with this. It's just keeping the momentum going. If it is a line for you to keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, don't create a oh my fucking god moment like I had with my lover. I was like, why did you stop? Why? Why did you stop? You're gonna have to explain to me why you just stopped. Because like we were having a really great moment and you just dropped me on my ass. Don't do that. So keep that going. Keep that flow going. So, and I think you guys got the point now. So I'm gonna let you guys go. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you got the message. Just keep the momentum going for your dreams if you really desire it, if you really want it, if it's really in your heart. Keep going, keep pushing through. Don't drop yourself off of it, and don't get scared, and recognize when you do get scared, because that will happen. So, nothing that I am announcing. Nothing that I'm announcing today. Oh no, actually Monday I am doing Free Spirit Talks with Kendall Williams on Facebook. We do it live on Facebook, but of course it always gets put over here on YouTube. So make sure to watch that. That always happens at noon. So that'll happen at noon on Monday. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, I have some courses. Go check out my courses on my website. I have some really cool stuff in the works, but nothing that I'm ready to kind of throw out there today. Probably by Monday, I'll have some stuff that my team and myself have been working on and are ready to kind of release. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. As always, sending you guys lots of love, light, and blessings, and hopefully some orgasm, since it is the weekend, so we can relax and chill out a little bit more. So go and have an amazing evening, and I will talk to you guys potentially tomorrow. Okay, so bye everybody.